Hi there, it's Lowell Edwards of the province for the video edition of the fifth quarter from Edmonton on Friday night, and a night in which the BC Lions came back to record a 34-31 win over the Edmonton Eskimos at Commonwealth Stadium on Friday night. Just over 30,000 fans braving really some kind of nasty weather, even for northern Alberta. A bit of snow, but certainly a lot of cold, a lot of wind. But somehow, through all of that, the Lions, the West Coast guys, they managed to prevail. They now get to 500 on the year at 7-7. Of course, the play of the game, the story of the game, came with 12 seconds left when Geroy Simon took a 62-yard pass from Buck Pierce after the Eskimos had just scored on a 1-yard touchdown run by Ricky Ray. Looked like all was lost, but the Lions did a good job of taking what was given to them, throwing underneath. That's something that Buck Pierce said that they knew they could get in the final drive. But he had to admit that the throw to Geroy Simon certainly ranked as not a miracle, not a hope and a prayer, but one where all things had to sort of come together, and what came together were two Edmonton defenders. They kind of thought that they could get Geroy singled up, and the rotation of the defense on the part of the Eskimos was something they thought that they might be able to exploit, and exploit they did. The Lions deserved to win this game based on their first half play, but not their second. First half they were outstanding. They dominated play, particularly in the first quarter. Edmonton certainly had no answer offensively. Ricky Ray was stagnant. So was the Edmonton offense. The Lions played very well and were deserving of a 16-point lead at one point in the first half. But they were, if anything, guilty of a little bit too much of a conservative game plan towards the second half. Certainly a lot of first down runs by Martel Mallet that didn't get converted. They certainly struggled offensively in the second half because of it. They also, and I guess this is a bit of a development too, they suffered from the loss of Emmanuel Arsenault. Arsenault had 7 catches for 88 yards, but when the pass in the end zone was intercepted by Jason Goss, our Emmanuel Arsenault has broken a bone in his hand. We're not sure how long that will take to mend, but I don't think it will be anytime soon, but we'll see the very fine first-year 22-year-old receiver. The Lions are going to have to hope that Paris Jackson is ready to come back next week. The rest of the Lion offense, from a receiving point of view, not that good. Greg Hetherington, 2 catches, 18 yards. Grice Mullen, 2 catches for 15. Wilson and Scott and Rolly Lambala had 1 catch each. So the Lions had to get a big game from Geroy Simon. They got it. He had 9 catches for 170 yards, and so he had a 100-yard game even before the last play offensively. But he came through, and now the Lions can certainly look at the rest of the regular schedule in a whole different light now that they reached 500 in a game that they had to have, and they got it somehow in the cold in Edmonton. Again, 34-31 BC. They go and play Winnipeg a week from this Sunday on the road, their second of 3 straight road games on the prairies. That's the fifth quarter from Edmonton.